too long, too low, too low. Hello. How's everyone doing today? My phone decided, like, literally as I was trying to, you know, because I do my little pictures and stuff before stream so I can post them on social media. My phone is literally flipping its shit right now. It started kind of last night where it decided that it didn't want to let me, well, actually it's been kind of going on for a little while. Hello, Edo Ho, how are you? Like, for a little while, for maybe like a week or a couple weeks, my phone has just decided to, like, cancel out of apps in the middle of me using them. Like, literally just shuts it down, for no good reason. And then, so usually I just kind of, like, exit out of everything. And then, like, I don't know. And then it's just like generally I have a lot of stuff on my phone. I do need to clear out the storage. But like you would think that it wouldn't be causing so many issues. Like it just like, yeah, so my apps were just closing randomly. And then now, well, yesterday, it wasn't letting me save stuff from Instagram. Not because it doesn't have room, because it was like, you no longer have permissions, or like Instagram doesn't have permission. I'm like, that's false, first of all, because it does have permissions. I haven't checked the settings, it was all good, and then I could screenshot the pictures I took on Instagram, but just not save them directly from Instagram onto my phone. And then, yeah, and then today I was like, oh, well, let me delete some apps so I can, like, see if that'll fix the problem in terms of maybe some storage. So I was going through and deleting apps, and then it just decided to, like, not. It was just like I was clicking the minus button to delete the apps and nothing was happening. And I clicked it a few times, and I obviously shouldn't have done that, because then when I left the editing little thing, it just kept popping up over and over and over, being like, do you want to delete? Do you want to delete? And I'd be like, yes, yes. The same app over and over and over. And I'm like, cool. So I tried to shut off my phone, but then the alert kept popping up, so then I couldn't move the little thing to shut off my phone. It was just a whole thing. And so I did manage to restart my phone, but I don't know quite what's going on with it, because it is a little wonky, let me tell you, on this freaking app. Not this app, my phone. I do just like I've been planning on trying to, like, especially my videos, like, export all my videos from my phone onto, like, an external hard drive or something. But the issue is Apple does not make it very easy for you to export all the stuff from your iPhone onto your computer, especially if it's not in, like, an Apple computer, like it's not one of their own things, because sometimes it likes to just disconnect in the middle of whatever you're doing, and I'm like, cool, thanks. I definitely wasn't doing stuff, so I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just, it was being a bitch. It's still kind of being a bitch, so I'll have to just deal with it. It's no big deal. I don't know if it's like, maybe I need to, like, update something. I still have Clash Royale. I have a hard time getting rid of my, like, video games on my phone, because I'm like, I know I haven't played this in a long time, but, like, what if I feel like playing it? But yeah, so my phone is just being an ass, even though this phone is, like, fairly new-ish. Like, maybe if this phone was, like, 5 years old or something, then I'd be like, oh, it's just age, and I would think about getting a new one. But I swear I got, granted, my timeline with phones, I'm always like, I got this, like, 2 years ago, and then it will end up being that it was 5 years ago, but I swear I got this phone, like 2 years ago. Maybe 3, but definitely not, like, 5 or 6 years ago, you know? Let me get rid of this app. The thing is also it doesn't technically have these apps downloaded. Really Netflix. I don't really watch Netflix on my phone. Same with Crunchyroll. Because when I go to use an app that I haven't used in a long time, it has a little download button, so I have to wait for it to re-download the app. Like, it just got rid of the app because it was like, you haven't used this app in a minute, so we're just gonna delete it for you. And I'm like, okay, fine. A little rude, but alright. But yeah. Fun. Not really at all, but... okay, I mean, I've gotten rid of a few things. I just didn't want to leave it being like really bugged out. I don't really know what's going on there. Let me also see if it'll let me at least take an Instagram thing so I can let Instagram know that I'm live, you know how it goes. Also, sometimes Instagram likes to be like, you wanted to use fun filters? No, filters do not exist for you, so do it like this. And then, ooh, meta. There we go. Sorry, that derailed what I was planning on really kind of talking about a little bit on stream, which we're still gonna get to. But, you know. Lordy lord. There are a few things. There's this game that is coming out. Look at this. Hold on. We're gonna take a quick look at it. Wait, hold on. Pause. This little like toad. It's like a unitoad, unicorn toad. Look at this character design. Do you see like you just see the character bouncing and like dancing and you're like, I want to dance with you, please. And it's also like a visual novel too. Like it's a puzzle game visual novel. You can apparently do relationships, you can do some smooching. Ooh, look at you can decorate your room. That's always got me. Also just a little like puzzle game. I think it's like a match 3 kind of thing. I love this shit, okay? I love these kinds of games. I play a lot of these games just like on my phone. Also, this music? Okay, so it's like a rhythm puzzle game that's also narrative driven, and I'm like, okay, what other boxes of mine are you checking off, please? And there's a Kickstarter for it right now. I linked stuff to it for it in the Discord, but here's the Kickstarter for it. But also, if you guys want to join the Discord, I post stuff there. I do like it's so good. And to be able to get the game, like to pledge for the Kickstarter, it's just like $20. So check that out. Also, it's just supporting like diverse games too. Little chilly in this room. Yeah. But yeah, other stuff we're talking about is just the general news that's been going on because you know we gotta talk about this shit. About there's been another shooting. There was an actual like high school shooting that happened, and then also there's the shooting of was it Dwayne? I can't remember the last name right now. Ah, feel bad. See, let's Dante Wright. No, why is that name? Dante Wright. And the police, like, what is it called? Their body cam was released, and even after the police shot him, they were like, "Oh no, I shot him," like they thought they were pulling out a taser. And I'm like, why? First of all, okay, there's a few things. Is Associated Press says Duante. Yeah, okay. I was for some reason thinking it was Dwayne as well. But anyways, yeah. First, okay, so there's levels to unpack here. Obviously, we are an ACAB, you know, account here, abolish police, all that kind of stuff. But there's the levels here still. So, why are tasers so close to the design of a gun that you can accidentally tase someone instead of shooting someone? That's number one. Number two, why are you even... It was a traffic stop, just a normal traffic stop, and they were stopping him apparently for the, like, air freshener was, like, blocking his, like, rear view mirror or something. Not rear... Yeah, rear view mirror. And so it's just a normal traffic stop. What is happening that you end up having someone come out of the car and, like, trying to tase them in the first place for that? Like, I just don't understand, like, police thing, you know? Like, and then, like, there's you know, obviously protests and stuff happening, and they came out with riot gear, like, I mean, like, with the police came out with riot gear, all kinds of crazy shit, like, more of a response than when people were literally, like, breaking into the Capitol. Once again, always love to compare it to when the white people were angry. But it just, like, I'm just, like, and apparently this happens, or at least I say this happens a lot in terms of people accidentally using their gun instead of their taser. If it's happened, or at least that's the excuse they like to give, you know? Whether it actually was or wasn't. Why has this not been fixed if it's been an issue, you know? They have money to put towards all kinds of other random shit, like tanks for the police officers and all that kind of stuff, so that's fun. There's just levels of questions of, like, but I mean, ultimately, it's like, just, police shouldn't, especially just normal traffic cops, okay? Normal traffic cops, why do they even need a gun in the first place? What are they doing that they need to be shooting people? Like, what? It's not even their job. Like, it's not the police's job in the first place to decide whether or not someone is doing a crime worthy of death. Even then, there are not very many crimes in the United States that are worthy of death, and even that, the death penalty is an argued topic. Like, not everyone is for the death penalty in the United States, and yet we give the ability to cops to be able to decide at a normal traffic stop, to be able to be like, I am in control of your life. I could technically kill you right now. If you look at me the wrong way, if you do a little bit of what I don't want you to do, I will see you as a life-threatening thing and kill you. Even if you're not doing anything wrong. I'm just... Does no one just... And then, like, Joe Biden was like, we are still waiting to see if it was an accident or not. And I'm like, even if it doesn't matter. And also, he was like, once again, we don't condone violence in any form of protesting. And I'm like, when is violence condoned? Like, okay, so, like, it's fine if the military, for the military to go into foreign countries and just, like, slaughter civilians for bullshit reasons, which is ultimately only for actually power and wealth for the country, that violence, A-okay. But if it's within our country against our own civilians and, like, towards property, not even people, you know, like, why is the violence of a cop acceptable but not the violence of the people upset about the cop killing someone acceptable? Like, why? Why? Why isn't it acceptable for some people to be angry enough to destroy property? Not even destroying anyone's life. Not even. No, they're not even. It's just property. If you like, stop. I just like. I know we just always keep having these like discussions over and over and over, but every time I can't. I just get so upset, and I'm like, why can you not see? Why are you like, you know? Shouldn't be an issue. The taser should have a different, apparently the tasers are bright yellow. They are a different color, apparently. At least, maybe it's not the same for every, like, state, or county. I don't even know. I don't know if they manufacture tasers that are also black, which would be ridiculous, but tasers should have a different color. It's on the opposite side of the hip. It weighs significantly less. Yeah, people say that it's even like your hand feels different on it. Like your finger isn't placed in the same spot. Like if you are trained properly, then you should be able to tell the difference. And like a lot of people were talking about how like, yeah, how does a 25+ year veteran police officer mess that up? Exactly. That's why I think it's like, I accidentally, you know? But, like, people talk about how, like, a doctor, if a doctor who is, you know, any level of doctor does something that kills their patient, even if it's by accident, there are insane repercussions to doctors killing their patients by accident. But if a police officer kills someone by accident, I mean, there's all these excuses. They were stressed. They were under a lot of stress. I'm sorry. It's as if they don't know that they're going to be under a lot of stress, and that's not what they're trained. They're trained for. You know, like every time that they bring up the fact that the job is a stressful job, and like it's very easy to make accidents under that amount of stress, it's as if they like you know that that's part of the job. And you are supposed to be trained to be able to deal with that stress and not kill people under that kind of stress. It should be done. If it is actually a stress problem and that many people are dying, especially that, you know, then it smelled like weed, so I feared for my life. Yeah, there's just like... You know? I get upset every time, but it is never surprising, but it's still upsetting every single time. So this country, you know, yeah. I can't. I just like I'm speechless with the amount of like shit that just like is always angering me, you know? And I'm not even like, and like to me it's crazy because like I am not even a black person and I'm this angry. Like, so that's why I like, if someone doesn't understand why people would be protesting to the degree of like violence, like I just feel like those people are not properly angry about the situation. Like the people who are complaining about the protesters and stuff, I'm like, I could punch a wall probably with how angry I am, you know? And I'm not even the one being targeted. So I just okay. That's just okay. So that was that. That was that just I just needed to get that off my chest because gotta talk about it, you know? But yeah. Also the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which I did take, did get yeah, I heard about it where they're halting it, but granted the Johnson & Johnson stuff, the reason why it was taken off the like or recommended not to use anymore, something like that, is because 6 in 7 million. So basically 1 in a million people have blood clot problems, and it's specifically women too. So, and it's age range between 18 to like 48. So, yo, Martinez, how are you? I'm just here yelling about the world as usual, complaining about police brutality. You know, also talking a little bit about COVID stuff, vaccines. Overall, personally, I'm doing all right, but you know, but yeah, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I took the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but also, I feel like people are blowing it out of proportion. When you look at the numbers, it's like 1 in a million people who are having, 6 people got blood clots, 1 person died out of 7 million people who have taken it. But I mean, granted, like, it could be something later on down the road, but the reason why they're stopping is because they want to do more studies just to make sure it's, like, not something that can be a problem down the road. So, I get the reason why they're taking it off, but, like, the chances of getting blood clots and dying are less than the chances of not getting the vaccine and dying of COVID. So I still feel fine about getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I'm not freaking out, you know? Because I'm still less likely to die, I'm pretty sure, of a blood clot than I would have been dying of COVID. So I get that, but yeah, it's a little, I understand. Yeah, I am totally down for them taking it off, doing some more research, and making sure that the blood clot issue isn't something that can, like, come up later, you know, like, if it's something that will affect me, like, 5 years down the road, or, you know, however long. I'm down with them trying to figure that out, so then I don't have any blood clot issues, because I would really love to not. But I'm also curious if, like, I know the blood clot thing was, it was all women, and it was within a very large age range. But I'm curious if any of those people had any other underlying issues, or any, like, familial, like, not generic. Why am I gonna say generic? No, wait, in your genes? What is genetic? That I was like, whoa, brain frizzled out for a second. Genetic predisposition to any, like, blood clotting issues, you know, like, I'm just, I feel like there's 18 to 45 is a pretty big range. I'm in that range, but I don't think my family has any issues with blood clot. But like I said, I don't know. I don't think they've given a whole lot of, like, research behind the people who, they just don't have as much research about it. So that's why they're pulling off. So I'm fine with them doing that. I prepared to feel like death today, but your temps never rose and past 98 degrees. Oh, nice. That's good. You're on your first shot or your second shot? I can't remember. Because some people don't feel anything. It seems very regular that most people who get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine have flu-like symptoms the next, or within, like, start getting flu symptoms within 8 hours after getting the vaccine, but then they go away after, usually at most 48 hours, which is what happened to me, which is what happened to Mateos, which is what happened to one of my friends and his parents, and, like, a lot of people that I've heard got the Johnson & Johnson do that. Whereas Moderna and Pfizer, it seems like there's a lot more variety, maybe, about when people feel bad, where, like, there's, like, from what I've heard, there's a lot more of a variety of, like, different reactions, and when people have those reactions to the 2-shotters versus the 1-shot. Granted, I think that there are more people getting the 2 shots than the 1 shot, so that could also have to do with the fact that there's more variety because there are more people getting those, you know? But yeah, I think people are blowing. I'm not trying to get worried about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Based off of what scientists are saying and what I'm seeing all the experts say, there's nothing to worry about right now. It's just a precautionary thing that they're taking it off, or, like, making it not available. Which sucks because one and done. That's the I really like not having to go twice, and then I also like not having to have such a long, what's it called, gestation period of I just have my little one shot, 4 weeks, I'm good to go, you know? Rather than like one shot, 4 weeks, another shot. Well, 3 to 4 weeks, one shot, and then another 2 to 3 weeks, you know? That's a longer gestation period, and I'd rather to shorten it. I want to get to the beach as soon as possible. That's literally like one of the first things that we're doing. As soon as like our gestation period is over, we are going to do like a little weekend beach trip, just because I have been desperately needing to go to the beach, because it helps with my skin a lot and just like my general like well-being. I don't know, the beach has miraculous properties for myself. And then also me and my friends have already planned a bigger friend group beach trip for July. But then like all of us are like totally 100% vaccinated, but like all the friends that are going have already started. Like some of them have already gotten their second shot, but they've all at least gotten their first shot. So by the time July rolls around, we'll all be vaccinated, and we'll probably still like pretty much stay in our Airbnb most of the time and be wearing like, I'm still wearing masks and stuff. My family had a party recently, and for my cousin's birthday, and it was happened at my uncle's house, and my uncle has like a pretty nice backyard, and they did a party like a few weeks back where they did have it in the backyard with like people masked up and stuff. So I assumed it was the same for this party, but I went to this party because I was supposed to be my mom's ride, because my mom was going no matter what. And my mom just got her second shot, but she's not done with her gestation period. And so she went and she was like, I'm gonna be fine, it's gonna be masks and everything, blah 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 blah. And when I go, because I'm her ride, so she got there earlier than me, and I was coming later because everyone is like, you know. And then I stay until she wants to leave. Oop. And I walk in to this house. Shit's nobody in that goddamn house had a mask on. Nobody. People were real close to one another, and I was like, even my mom didn't have a mask on. I was like, excuse you? And so it was a whole thing. I kept my mask on. I sat in a room by myself, away from everyone else, because I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all, and everyone's like, we've been vaccinated. I'm like, you just got your first shot, or people just got their second shot, and I'm like, you're not immune yet. Even like that, I still say, like, because even the immunity with the shot is like not even 100%, you know. But either way, and there were kids there that were under like 18, so they can't even get the shot if they wanted to, like. And so I had to sit there. I stayed away from everyone. And people kept walking by without masks on, being like, what are you doing in here by yourself? And I'm like, do you really need to ask? And I'm like, I'm sitting here with my mask on because no one over there has their masks on, so I'm sitting over here. So yeah, that was fun. And I had to say, because if I had left, then my mom would have gotten a ride with someone else and then been in the car with people who were not fully vaccinated with no masks on. And so I was like, and even my mom made me drive someone to home, and I was like, I'm only driving you home if you wear a goddamn mask in my car and I can roll the windows down, okay? There needs to be proper airflow. Everyone masks up, because like, no fucking way am I you know. So it was a whole thing. I got in a fight with my mom because of it, but we're fine. But it was just, I was like, what's happening? What world do you guys live in? It's and even some of them were talking about like, oh my god, look at this horrible thing that happened to my friend who had COVID and blah blah blah. And I'm like, how can you have this conversation with me without having a mask on in a house full of people without masks on? and go stand next. Like, there was a picture. They took a picture where, like, at least 20 people, probably, I'm bad at counting people, but all crowded together real close to take a picture together. And my mom kept being like, Gabby, come over here. Come in the picture. And I was like, are you fucking nuts? I'm not getting near y'all. It was a time and a half, okay? Time and a half. So. Yeah. But you know, it's just like, I don't really know how to interact with people, and I don't know how I'm going to interact with people after the fact of once, like, things are back to normal and, like, we get back to, like, seeing people again. And, like, people who I counted as friends before, but who have been incredibly irresponsible and completely, like, flippant with other people's lives by just, like, not following proper guidelines and just doing dumb shit during COVID. But I'm like, but I liked you, and I respected you, and you do all these other good things. Why are you doing this bad thing? And I don't, and, like, there's an element of respect that I think can never come back for me with those people, and I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with it when I see those people again, you know? Like there are some people who are even like, I'm being safe, I'm doing good things, and then they share pictures of themselves with people with no masks on sitting in restaurants. And I'm like, why would you sit in a restaurant? Why are you doing that? Noises. Hold on. I'm hearing noises. No clue. But anyways, I just am curious about how those relationships with people. One of my friends even said that there's someone she's been like lifelong friends with, because they like grew up together, like down the road from each other, blah, 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 sort of stuff. And her friend travels a lot in general, like just travels literally everywhere all the time. And she like really, like, they were friends, and she's like, you're a smart, capable, informed woman. But then during the entire past year, she's been traveling all within the United States. She then moved to Mexico, not for any particular reason other than the fact that she just wanted to, because she could, because she works from home. So she moved to Mexico, just for funsies, and apparently she's like still traveling all around within Mexico, all kinds of stuff. And then my friend's like, I unfollowed her from social media, and I don't think I can be her friend anymore because she is being absolutely flippant, and obviously like he's like, there's a disconnect there between her realizing her effects on, and especially going to another country and bringing I was even saying, to one degree, like, I can only be so upset at people for traveling within the United States, because at least you're keeping the stupidity within the other stupid people in the country, you know, like, you know? But to go to another country is like another level of just disrespect. So yeah. Yo, Jeff, how are you? How are you still in LA? You were there, right? You got your Johnson & Johnson vaccine and all kinds of stuff. And I'm not talking about you, by the way. I was just mentioning about traveling around the United States. I'm talking about someone who was doing this all last year. They traveled all around the United States, and then they moved to Mexico. Like, and not doing it safely. Like pictures of them in areas like, you know. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just, like, don't want people to, you know, like, How was it? I saw I saw some pictures that you shared on your story and stuff. That's so good. You really love California. Oh no. The land of the expensive. The people, not so much, but the state itself. See, that's the thing. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. Like, I wish I could travel a little bit more around California. Like, because there's some really pretty places and stuff in California. But yeah, I've heard a lot about, like, at least in some pockets of California, the people are the thing that's the most aggravating, but that's, like, the thing that you probably, like, are interacting with the most, you know? So... But yeah, I was just talking about went to Newport Beach yesterday because there was a pro-white, pro-cop rally. Oh god. So you were like, not that beach. I have actually been to Huntington Beach. Yikes. Felt that way about Portland, but heard it's pretty chill, but IDK. Yeah. Thing is, I'm pretty I've talked about this with some friends where, like, some of my friends have moved to other places in the United States. A lot of my friends want to move to other places in the United States. And always I'm like, I'm totally fine staying in Georgia. Because I kind of would rather, like, just, like, travel around the United States. And for me, I'm like, if I'm moving anywhere, I'm leaving the country. Like, if I'm putting the effort into moving, I'm leaving the country. You know, I'm not moving within this country. I will be moving somewhere that was not this. You know? That's always been my mentality. So, unless I'm moving out of the country, I'm staying in Georgia. The most realistic place would be to Brazil, but Brazil is the worst. Especially right now, than it is here. I think that, like, I haven't been to enough places to really know where I'd want to move, but yeah, like, I have always told Mateus, I don't think this is plausible anymore, but I have always wanted to try to live for at least a year in both Japan and Korea, just for the pure experience. Like, I just feel like there's a lot you can't get. This is just any place really that you can't get from just, like, traveling. There's certain things you can only experience from living somewhere, and that's something that I would really like to experience in both Japan and Korea. But it's just really hard to live there. First of all, it's hard to get like to get permissions to live in Japan, especially. I think it might be a little easier in Korea, but Japan, it's a little bit harder. And also, like, Mateus would just not be able to work, or at least he would have to leave his job. I would probably have to find something for myself, and he would either just not work, or I don't know what he'd do. But that's the main thing. It would just, like, take away all of our current financial situations, and, like, every kind of way we're making money just would not exist anymore. If I were to move, other than maybe Stream, but, like, Stream is not like a particularly consistent income for me quite yet. But yeah, I'm doing all right, you know. Every day the news is the same and nothing gets done about it. Yeah, but I think that I would potentially move somewhere in, like, Europe. I've thought about, like, trying to live in, like, the UK for a year before, except for the fact that it's cold and I hate the cold. But if I could do it, like, once again, if I stayed in the United States, I wouldn't. There are certain things that I wouldn't want to. I'm like, I don't want to live anywhere colder than I live right now. In Georgia, I don't like how cold it gets in the winter, and it's not even that cold in the winter compared to a lot of places. So like, moving north for me is just not an option. But if I was to, if I was to be like, all right, I can handle some cold, then it would be out of the United States. Once again, like, these provisions I have in my life are only applicable to living not here, you know? So I've thought about, because my sister lives in the UK, so I was like, maybe it would be fun to live there for a year. Everything is just like, because obviously I can't be like, oh, I'd like to live there forever, because I just don't know enough, so. But just try it out. But I haven't been in very many other places in Europe. I've been to France, and I've been to Paris. I don't think I'd particularly want to live in Paris. But I do think living in Paris would probably be a better experience than, to a degree. I don't know. There's a lot of bad racist stuff in France too. Do you hear that they banned hijabs and head covers and stuff in schools? And apparently that's a very common thing in France. A lot of places, and like, I don't know if it's workplaces, all kinds of, there's a lot of banning of Muslim type stuff because France is really racist towards, well, is it Muslim is wait, what's the word if you're against religion? It's not racism. I don't know the word right now. Why can't I think of the word? Xenophobia. Yeah. I was like, it's blank, it's a blank, it's a blank, it's a blank. Yeah. But even then, it's not necessarily xenophobia, because that's like just specifically foreign people, right? It's like against religion. What if I do that? What about, like, what's just religious discrimination? I guess for xenophobia kind of is just anything that's perceived to be foreign. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was foreign countries. Okay. Yeah, so xenophobia. Yeah, and also I think that, like, France banned certain places of preparing food in a halal way. And they just, like, lots of things that they're doing that are incredibly xenophobic, and I'm like, oh, if this wasn't incredibly close ally to, like, if this wasn't a country that we perceive as, like, a good one, then this would be all over the news. But, like, I feel like it wasn't really very many places talking about this, and especially because when I posted about it, and then my sister replied saying, this isn't the first time they have a lot of other laws like this. And I was like, how did I not know this? And it's because we're good with France, so, like, we're not gonna criticize y'all too much, especially in the main media. You're good. If this was in a country, a different country, we would definitely be like, that's not huff and puff about it. But since France, you know, where Paris is, then it's all good. So yeah, that's fun. So yeah, no to France. No to France. But I do think it could be fun to. I've never been in any other places. Yeah, share some good news. We need some good news. We've been talking a lot about bad things. Oh, heck yes! That's so amazing! Oh, work from home. That's the got a little bit more freedom. That's awesome. I keep going back and forth of whether I want to try to get a job that is like even a part-time job or something that's like work from home. Mainly because, like, I think that's like like the time that I've had, with like, in the quarantine time and not having a job time, like it has done something to me that like I very quickly, or not, I feel like I very easily get overwhelmed with the idea of doing anything on a very regimented schedule. Like to the degree of like having a job. Like in terms of like a 5 day a week kind of thing. Like I just think about it and I can start to feel like the beginnings of almost like a like some anxiety, like some pretty bad anxiety. And I don't know what it is, because I used to be insane. Like there was a time in like college where I was in college and I had a social life, I was in a sorority. I had 2 jobs. And I was just doing lots, and I was like and it's so weird, and I don't know. I just, it's something about your past work that maybe, but I don't really know what it is. Because like, there's like, even when I think about like, oh yeah, what if I do this thing that I've wanted to do and that's really exciting to me for like every day for, 5 days a week, blah, 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 I'm like, no. I instantly, like, my body's like, no. I don't want that. Like a physical reaction within me, And I don't really know exactly what it is. It's definitely something that I if I could get a therapist, that would be great. But then I need money to do that, and then I need to have some sort of financial stability for that. It's a whole thing. But I have gotten a little bit of work. One of my old boss from High Res commissioned me to do some like a little like craft thing, and then also I have just like some steady stuff from like Pickles, who's doing commission stuff with me with graphics. And then I started a podcast with my friends, so I mean, not that that's like but it has the potential, I feel like, for money down the road. But yeah. I definitely need to figure out what's going on here about that. Because yeah, big catch-22. It'd be great if we just had universal health care that had mental health worked into it. That would be great, but we don't. But I do need to, like, I just need to figure out what the threshold is of what amount of money I would need to, like, have a The thing is also, it's hard. I feel like maybe I just don't know how to, like, search for a therapist without knowing what my price range is, Because then I can, like, make a list of, like, if I wanted to have regular therapy, like, regular X, Y, and Z, like, adding up all of those and being like, this is the amount of money I need to make on a monthly basis or weekly basis or whatever amount of interval I want to be able to sustain this life that I would like to have, I just need to kind of break it down. You went through the same thing when you left your last office job. You had to take some time and reevaluate where you put your self-worth. You had tied it in with your work, which is super unhealthy. Yeah. And that's definitely something that I've been working on, because but also it's like even the people around you, that's the way people perceive just in general, like, worth. So it's not only like my self-worth, it's like worth, I feel like, coming even from like when I talk to my parents, when I talk to anyone at all, and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just have to be like, oh, I'm doing freelance graphic design, when I'm not really doing very much freelance graphic design, but that's just like the easiest thing where people don't ask me anymore. And they're like, oh, that sounds like you're doing good for yourself. I can just say that, and they're like, I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm unemployed, but then but yeah, it's just interesting because I've been very on and off about feeling like proud of myself, even though But then I very quickly, I feel like, get out of that because I'm like, well, I'm not doing this, this, and this, so why would I be proud of myself because I'm not doing these things that society, and not even necessarily, I don't even know. Sometimes it's like what society deems as successful or worthy, but then also sometimes it's just me being like, these are things that I wanted to do, I've wanted to do for like my whole life, and I'm not pursuing those things even though I have the time. And then like, or I have the time. I say that as if I have time. But then somehow, even with, and that's also the thing, I feel like it's because I still feel so busy right now without having a job, like an actual, like, any sort of steady job. And I'm just like, how could I even add a job into this equation I have? Because, like, there's, like, endless amounts of things that we need to do, still do on, like, not as much on the inside of the tiny house, but the outside of the tiny house, to get ready for like wedding things happening next year, and then like just having like a nice space for us to be outside that we both, me and Mateos, want for our yard. And then also trying to figure out like stuff that I want to do, like still doing some streams, still doing stuff that like makes me happy, like so like some gardening. And I'm like, there's a lot that's already happening, and I'm like, where would I even fit in a job at this point anymore? Don't even know. I have a hard enough time like getting myself to like dedicate to streaming twice a week, and that's something that I like enjoy doing. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, as a society we value security, so work is often a secure place. I think you have a lot to be proud of. You have the time to process so much that you didn't allow yourself to address when you were busy. It's true. It's true. But I just hard, I guess, trying to get back into the, not even necessarily the wheel, you know? Because I'm not trying to necessarily have a actual job. If I could like support myself off of like, I'm still trying to be like, oh, I need to start at least an art shop, you know, sell some stickers and stuff like that. Because I have designs. I have things that I've already made that I could turn into stickers, you know? That I just like haven't taken the steps into doing it. Same thing with like my screen printing that I started. I have things I could technically put up right now. But then there's something stopping me, like a mental block, that I'm like, don't want to go over that hurdle, because like then I feel like I owe like a schedule to like people or to myself, you know, because, and then I'm like worried about getting caught into that a semi kind of 9 to 5 again, even if it's in my own control. It's weird. It's weird. I would say built a house is one heck of accomplishment. Yeah, that's true. I still need to work on being able to be like, wow, about that. Because whenever someone tells me like, oh my god, you built a house, my instant reaction is like, well, you could too. Because I'm like, and I just keep, my instinct is to point out like the privileges I have to have been able to do that, essentially, where I'm like, well, when people are like, well, I couldn't do that if I were, you know, and I'm like, well, you could. I mean, also, but I have my dad who has experience doing a lot of housework and does a lot, and then Mateos has a welding, so then, and I already knew how to do some carpentry, and so I like try to point out reasons why like it, almost like it isn't an accomplishment, but I don't, you know? Yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately, is my gardening, which is why I've been trying not to I've been trying not to do anything around like content creation around that. Occasionally on my like Instagram story or whatever, I'm like, look at my garden, but then that's it. But that's one thing that I feel like has been really healthy for me, that like every morning I literally am not listening to anything, I'm not doing anything. That's almost my meditation time, to like go out in the morning every day and water my plants, and it takes me like 30 minutes because of the amount of fucking plants I have now. And like I check on them and I pull any weeds and like that kind of stuff, just like caring for them every morning. And that's been something that I feel like is what my fun thing is. And I'm really trying to a degree keep it that way. Yeah. And I mean, I've been trying to work on taking the pressure off of myself, even with streaming, for that too, because when I think about like my goals, like what I actually want and not what is like viewed or pressured into via social media and stuff. I don't necessarily want to focus on my streaming until, or like, you know, I want it to just be a fun thing that I do that can make a little bit of like cash on the side, you know, if people want to. And not put so much of my energy into streaming because it, like, until I already have other stuff set up, you know? And so that's why I try to make myself do my streams twice a week, because I do feel like to a degree, this is still like one of my fun things, and I have to physically stop myself from trying to do more a lot of the time. And sometimes I don't win, because like whenever I see other people being like, oh my god, I got partnered, and oh my god, I've been working at this for like a whole year, and I'm so glad to finally be partnered after streaming for a year. I'm over here like, I've been streaming for like 4 or 5 years and I'm not partnered. And you know, I get sad, even though I'm like, why? It's not even technically on my list of like goals that I'm trying to hit, you know? And like just in general, people just doing like the most with their streams, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so amazing, that's so cool. And then I'm like, my brain starts being like, ooh, what can I do with my stream, and blah 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 blah. And then I keep having to pull myself, being like, not right now. Right now, this is just a fun thing. Keep it that way until other stuff is more like steady and good, and then maybe when you have the time allotted for it, then you can start, because like it can very quickly be like envelop me, and I'm just like sitting for hours being like, let me work on stream stuff and do this and add this and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, but why right now? Like, envy is, yeah, it's definitely a big part of it is envy, because I'm like, see all these people having fun, especially with one another, and they're like all these people being streamer friends and like playing multiplayer games together, and I'm like, I wish I could do that, but then I'm like, I don't have the time, because these people stream like 5 days a week or 4 days a week, you know, and they stream for like extended periods of time, and they're always like watching other people's streams, or they're like always on top of their social media, all going towards streaming. And I'm like, I could do that. And I'm like, just because I can doesn't mean I should, because I have other things that I genuinely want more at this moment in my life. There are things that I want more than have a successful stream, but the people like being so entrenched and having and it's not even their fault, obviously, of like having other people seeing their success in streaming, and I'm like, you know, I gotta stop myself, I gotta pull myself back, because it's just so easily gets in the brain. Same with cosplay, but cosplay I've been decently good now at like fully not giving a shit about cosplay anymore. Like in terms of like chasing the numbers, I guess. Like I genuinely now I'm like, I only want to make cosplay for fun. Like because I just like took myself so far. Not took myself out. I really diversified the people I followed on that Instagram, like a lot. So before, when I'd scroll, it was just like cosplay. And now it's like cosplay, environmental thing, you know, normal person thing. Like, you know, it's just like, it's such a mix. And then like I see a cosplay post every like 5th thing or 6th, you know, it's like a lot more sprinkled throughout. So it's not as much like on the forefront of my mind all the time to be like, look at all these amazing people doing all this amazing cosplay and blah 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 blah, and I can just look at my cosplay and be like, damn, I'm fucking good at cosplay, and that's it. And I have fun doing that, you know? You envy a lot of people who get to stream? Yeah. Even earlier today, I was like, fuck, like, how have I even been doing this long? Like, this is one of the main things I've kept consistent in terms of like content creation stuff that I've been able to keep consistently, and I'm pretty shocked and I'm pretty amazed, even though like I'm still like a small streamer, you know? It's just pretty crazy to me that I even started, because to me, that's obviously the hardest part for most people. And also usually the hardest part for me of doing anything in my life is starting something and continuing it. And I'm like, somehow streaming has done both of those things. And I'm like, we gotta keep this. I gotta keep this. I gotta cherish this. At least if I'm streaming just like, that's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, I want to keep streaming in my life for as long as I feel like I feel it's important. And even if it's just once a week streaming, I want to keep it in my life, because I can very actively tell the difference in my life when I am streaming and where I'm not streaming. Because like streaming, even to a small degree of like 2 times a week, keeps some sort of schedule in my life, I guess, even especially without work. But like it keeps me, I don't know, I enjoy it, you know. I can't quite put it into words right now, but it's pretty great. And I'm crazy to me that I started this in the first place and I'm still doing it, even though I've had some chunks of time that I've left. I've come back, which doesn't happen with a lot of like hobbies that I do. I was gonna about to do this, but then I have a lot of hobbies, and a lot of times I stop those hobbies and I never get back to them, even though I'm like, oh, I really want to do that again. But I think it's just because I have all the stuff around me. Like I have my camera, I have my ring light, I have this microphone, all this sort of stuff, and it's like staring me in the face. Even if I don't stream, if I'm like taking a break from stream, I'm always like, it's so easy. I could stream right this second. Like I think it's also because I've made it so accessible for myself that it's like so, like to a degree, low effort at this point, because I've like really streamlined the process through the like 4 or 5 years I've been doing it, that it's like press to go live, put on a little music, turn on the light, here we are. So cosplay work looks awesome. Yeah, that's one thing that like whenever someone's like, you're great at cosplay, that's the one thing I am always like, you're right. There aren't very many things that I feel like I am just like fully, not even arrogant to a degree. I'm not arrogant. I don't really know what the word is about, where I'm just like, yeah, I fully agree. I am really good at cosplay, you know? And I'm not like, well, you know, I can't even do that about my damn house that I built. But my cosplay, I'm like, I am good at cosplay. Miss working on cosplay too. Yeah, the time is a coming, because cons definitely help drive my motivation for cosplay. So the motivation when there's no con crunch, you have to create your own con crunch. That's what I had to do when I made the WandaVision. I was like, I need to finish this cosplay by the time that like this finale comes out. So I was like, let's go. Just created my own superficial con crunch. You were talking about it a day or two. It has unnecessary drama, but you've met amazing people via Twitch. Yeah, and also it's pretty easy to avoid the drama on Twitch. Like, I feel like early on, I used to follow a little bit more people who were more tuned in to a lot of the drama. But now, or at least maybe even drama starters, I don't know. But I've unfollowed a lot of people, like streamers. And I pretty much only ever have people like reacting to drama to a degree. And it's usually only drama that I feel like is important drama, you know? Like whenever people are like, this woman is showing her tits, blah, 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 blah. And there are other people defending that. Like that's what I see. I never see, like, I rarely ever see, I usually have to go digging to find out what they're even talking about. But like, I've definitely curated a lot of like a good environment around my streaming and like even the people that I interact with via Twitch, because yeah, same thing. I've met a lot of really amazing people through Twitch and through cosplay. All of it is like 10 out of 10, really great, you know? But it does take a while sometimes to cultivate that. Yeah, MySpace. This is sometimes I'm looking at other people's and I'm like, oh, they have a clean background with like a little fairy lights and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I want that. And I'm like, wait, stop. You don't. You like your background. To a degree. Like, it's just more representative of me. Just like kind of like a mess. But like an aesthetic mess. To a degree. Wanda, yeah. I was very proud of the Wanda cosplay. I was like, I still got it. I still got it. Such a frustrating conversation that appears every other day, but glad to see so many people. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like every time the issue comes up again about women using their tits or whatever the fuck to get views, I feel like there are more and more people, you know, defending, and I'm like, this is what we've worked for. This is what we've worked for. It's great. I remember even, like, this is obviously not necessarily related. I just feel like the streaming community in general, a lot of it is being elevated slowly, because even, like, I remember, like, 3 years ago, I was telling people who I respected and knew that they could get it. They just hadn't heard this perspective yet. But they were like, why is it wrong to have a no politics rule in chat? And I was like, hold on. Let me tell you, some people's identities are politicized, so they cannot exist in a non-political chat. Or they don't feel as welcome in a non-political chat because their existence is politicized. And so then they were like, whoa! Didn't think about that. And then, like, I feel like that's just been a general thing that's been talked about more over the past year. And I'm like, good job. Good job, Twitch community. But yeah. No one gets their views stolen. Yeah, it's just not a thing. No one's like, I'm leaving this. Like, you know what I'm in the mood for? I know I really like watching, like, Call of Duty streams. This is not me, obviously. I really enjoy these Call of Duty streams, but I'm in the mood for some tits. So I'm leaving here and going watch this. You know, it's just not what it is. Like, people come, if they're coming to watch the tits, they're here for the tits, you know? They're not going to be like, I'm going to watch this man get really angry about a shooting game instead. You know, it's not. Do you feel like a good streamer is more of a solo act or a team sport? What exactly do you mean? I feel like there's a balance. There's a bit of both. Because to be a good streamer, nothing else is required, I feel like, beyond just being entertaining to a degree. But Call of Duty. No. Never Call of Duty. No. Although I am going to be doing an FPS stream soon. I think I'm going to try to do it on Friday. I need to find a time when someone is available to play with me. I was probably just going to do Valorant. Or Apex? No. I don't know. One of those two, probably. Apex or Valorant. Because my friends play Valorant, so I was like, let's just do that. So you guys can see how bad I am at shooters, okay? But it's part of the rewards for when we did our charity stuff for Stop AAP. I hate. So. But Call of Duty, I just am afraid of the people who play Call of Duty, so I don't want to do that. But in terms of streaming, for the most part, in order to become a successful streamer, I feel like it is an element. Either it is just a full-on team thing where, like, you're always playing games with the same-ish kind of people, or you network and become friends with people who are also growing to a degree, and then you help each other out in terms of, like, sending your communities to one another and always promoting it. Like, it's a whole, like, little ecosystem, so then it's either way. I think so. I guess in general it is more of a team sport if you're talking about, like, successful versus good, you know. And even if it's not, like, you know, like, even like retweeting each other's things, always, like, hyping each other, you know, that kind of thing. It might not be directly like team sport on Twitch, but on, like, socials and stuff for sure. You've been window shopping on Etsy for the past few days and getting ideas. Ooh. I guess some streamers seem to play solo games and never work with others, and others seem to have both feet in team streams. I feel like it's definitely, I feel like to have success in streaming, you do need to do streams with other people. I think that is definitely an element of it, but it's hard to... But, like, I mean, like, I feel like usually it is one or the other, though, a lot of the time. So people are usually like, I am just, like, a single-player video game person, or I play multiplayer games. Like, there aren't... And I feel like there are a lot fewer people who do both. I feel like it's either one or the other. I don't care for the game per day, but I know a good friend... a few good friends that play it, and you normally tend to go to streams more for person than game. Yeah, same here, but I know that, like, if you are looking for, like, success, the people say, like, you really do want to just stick with one game for the entirety. Like, I mean, I know right now I'm focusing on Witcher 3, but as soon as I'm done with The Witcher 3, I'm going on to another game. I used to do more, when I had more days to stream, I used to be like, well, one day is this, and then these days are this, and, you know, where I'd kind of put in other games in with, like, my big games that I was playing. But, yeah, right now I've just been playing The Witcher. That's mainly because I only have 2 streams a week, so then I'm not trying to be like, one day is Witcher and one day is not Witcher, you know? Because then I just forget too much, and it'd be a whole week. It'd be a whole thing, so I'd rather just stick to Witcher for now. But if I had more days that I'd be streaming, then I'd probably be like, well, this day is going to be for Animal Crossing, or this day, you know? That is what I was doing. But that is also just, like, not as successful, like, factually. Yeah, you're less worried about success. If you were to get into streaming, you'd want to try to bring back the feeling of hanging out with some friends on a couch. Okay. Watch some friends play games and joke around. Yeah, that's definitely, like, an approach. I don't watch very many streams that are like that. Most of the streams I watch are based usually around the one person. And that's kind of how I like it. But that doesn't mean that I don't like the other stuff. But I just don't have very many streams. And even that, I really don't watch streams as much as I'd like to. I feel like I get into, like, I'll watch streams for, like, a week. And then I am off watching streams for, like, a month. And then, like, a week, I'm watching streams. And then I'm off, you know? Just long enough to come back and resubscribe to the... I only have, with my one Twitch Prime subscription, I always subscribe to Suppy Guppy. Always subscribe to Jen. Because Jen is one of probably the reasons that I've been able to stream. I've streamed for so long, because Jen was one of my very early on friends when I started streaming. And she's always created an amazing community. And so many people from my community come from her community. And she just created such a wonder. I feel like I owe so much to her, even though... And she's just such a kind, wonderful human. So she always has my Twitch Prime subscription. Always. Pretty much. Like, right now I haven't gotten a chance to, do it. But I usually like to do it when she's not streaming, because if I'm gonna do it if I'm subscribing while she's streaming, then I want to be there to chat for a little bit, but I usually don't have very much time to hang out and chat for a little bit, so I do it when she's not streaming. Were we big upping? I'm talking about Jen, Suppy Guppy. I was saying that, like, I feel like I owe the amount of time that I've been streaming, which is like 4 to 5 years. I feel like I've been able to last this long with streaming, partially because of her, because she's, like, was one of my early on friends, and she created, like, a community for me to be a part of and feel a part of, and it was a whole thing. So, yeah. Jen forever has my Twitch Prime subscription. Exactly. And she's just a wonderful human. Wonderful. But you're normally busy doing other things too. I know you've been killing... Yeah, I've been doing a lot of outdoor work. I know that I'm doing a lot still. And that's why like, and I do want, I wish if I could just at least add one stream for an art stream day, that'd be great. But I just don't have a proper setup to do art stream. I've been thinking about adding some sort of like subscription goal, not subscription, like tip goal or something like that. What a donation goal, all that, whatever the word, so I can try and get a little setup to do like an over the head like webcam, because they obviously make little like arms that I can attach and then have over the head. Because anytime I try to do any art streams, it's like a weird angle because I have to, and it like, it's just weird. I'd rather have a completely like top down situation going, and I don't have the equipment for that. And would like to, so thinking about doing that. Or maybe they also have this, there's a thing called the 1,000 Dreams Grant Fund. It's for female streamers. You can like apply. And you tell them like what you would do if you had this money. And I was just thinking about applying for that. Oh, is a clip about me gushing about Jen. I only have, with my one Twitch Prime subscription, I always subscribe to Suppy Guppy. Always subscribe to Jen, because Jen is one of probably the reasons that I've been able to stream for so long, because Jen was one of my very... Okay. Not gonna cry. Why do I want to cry? Watching myself talk about something I just talked about 5 minutes ago? Not sure. Yeah. I'll probably share it with her. She's streaming right now. She's streaming her Resident Evil. Doing her Resident Evil streams. She every time there's a new, like every year she goes, and I'm pretty sure it's every year, she plays through all of the Resident Evil games. She loves Resident Evil. And it makes me, because she loves Resident Evil so much, it makes me want to play the Resident Evil games. That's how I feel about Kingdom Hearts 2. I have too many games to get through. This is also this is the only other reason why I would want to add more streaming days. Oh, it's new. They've been releasing new ones every year. I thought it was just because she would like to do it every year, but I know she definitely likes to do it with new releases, but I just didn't realize that they were releasing new games every year. She's forever replaying all the Resident Evil games. But yeah, the only other reason why I ever feel like I'm like, I want to add another day to stream is because I'm like, I want to play too many games. I need more time to play these games. And the only time I sit down and play games is when I'm streaming. Except for some, I've been slowly getting into Animal Crossing again. I play for a little bit most days, like 30 minutes. I think that's the right way to play Animal Crossing. Right now I stream only twice a week. And I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I've only been streaming for 4 hours. Or somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. And I usually take up a whole hour. Today, more than an hour. With just chatting. Because I can't stop talking. But yeah, I used to stream... There was a point where I think I was streaming 4 days a week. Usually, I've always at least streamed 3 days a week of gameplay. Sometimes I think I added a day to do like an art stream or something. But most of my streaming career, I feel like I've done 3 days a week of gaming. But I usually always just chat before. I feel like even before I used to actually go into the just chatting category, or before just chatting even existed, actually, I would still usually talk a lot before streaming my games. Agree that's the proper way to play AC? Yeah, especially now, like when it first came out and there was just so much fun new stuff to do, then I played like nonstop for like a month. But now that it's just like every day I kind of do a little bit of like organization, redecoration of my, house maybe, or a little bit of my island, maybe put up a stairs, like some stairs somewhere, maybe like do a little bit of landscaping, It's a very chill. Check the store, what they got there. Check the clothes. Change my outfit, because I change my outfit every single day. Because I'm like, why do I have all this clothes if I'm not wearing all of it? So, yeah. The streams are always have a chill vibe. Yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily, I don't really feel like I even have a goal in mind of what my streams are, but I do feel like I just end up being chill, you know? But I guess I should probably start playing my game now. Now that I have been talking for an hour and a half, I've had a lot to talk about. Let me drink some water about it. But tomorrow, me and my friend's first episode of our podcast together comes out. Yesterday, I edited the whole podcast. I was very proud of myself. I learned how to do a little bit of like audio editing in terms of like getting rid of background noises, elevating to a degree the audio. Granted, I have this microphone, and my friend was using her phone, so like the difference between our audio quality is pretty extreme. But I tried to make it. It will be on Spotify. There's 2 episodes out, but from when she started the podcast last year, but then she took a pause, and then now I'm on it with her. Hold on. I need to, did I do this? Hold on. I probably didn't. I did not. I was like, maybe. Didn't. That's the podcast. And it has a button on there for Spotify and like all the other stuff. Although it doesn't have the Apple one, even though on like the options, even though it is on the Apple Podcast, but yeah, we're starting. So episode 3 will be the first episode with me, because the other 2 were just her, that she started last year, and then we're just starting it back up. But yeah, that's gonna be out tomorrow, and it'll be a weekly thing. So hopefully I can keep up doing that on a weekly. Oops. Started my thing. Y'all have seen this. It's fine.
Geralt needed to lift the curse.
Huh?
So he took Uma to the home of the world's
Pop up on
greatest
stream. There we go.
specialist in dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I'm hopeful. I've been wanting to do podcasting for so long. So long. So that's basically, I just went to her at first because I was like, we have interesting discussions together and I'd like to do a podcast with you. So yeah, and that's where that happened. Oh, I think I forgot what we were doing. And so then she was like, well, do you just want to like join me on my podcast and start that back up? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So I had to pause listen to you. It will be like on average 30 to 45 minutes, probably more like closer to 45 minutes, but so it's, I guess for podcasts, that's a pretty average, I feel like, but I don't really know what people's preferences are when they listen, but a lot of the podcasts I listen to are typically around 30 to 45 minutes, and there's the occasional like 1 hour long one. Oh, find. I have to use my like Witcher sense. Fine. 1 hour is a sweet spot for you. You listen to several longer ones, but sometimes they're just a grind to get through. Yeah. I definitely did not want our podcast to be longer than an hour, because usually I only like, if I am listening to something that is an hour or longer, then I'm listening to maybe one of those a day. Maybe that's if I listen to podcasts that day, which most days I do, but some days I don't get to. Like today when my phone was being a dumbass bitch. But yeah. But typically I listen to like Oh, 3-ish podcasts a day. So if there's one that I listen to that's called Today Explained from Vox, and that I'm pretty sure is typically always like 30 minutes long. And then I maybe do another one that's like 45, and then maybe one that's like an hour, so. Oh, it's not. Yeah, also, yeah, because I do it when usually I'm doing it when oops. My text tone. Usually I do it when I am doing my dishes. And sometimes laundry, or like just like occasionally I'll do it when I'm like doing my gardening. But a lot of times I like to just do that in the silence of my own brain. What am I supposed to be looking for? Using the thing. Oopsies. Oh wait, I think it would be here. Here? This thing, yeah.
Oh, got a signal.
What am I supposed to do with the signal?
Signal's growing stronger.
Okay.
So, Jennifer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Okay. Yeah, lurk away. Have fun playing your games. Yes. Okay, was it? I don't really know what I'm... Said it was growing... Oh, is it just because it's getting brighter? It is definitely getting brighter. Oh, no longer. Hello?
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Is it him?
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together.
Eat my bagel.
Temeria,
hold on.
Redania.
I forgot to change it to the Witcher.
Edwin, Edan, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
Okay.
See you later, Vesemir. Getting warmer.
Is it
Warmer.
the
Hot.
creature?
Can we talk? I'm looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her?
Yeah. That's all I can say. Got stuff to say about Ciri though.
How can I help you?
What?
You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs?
What? What does that even mean?
So do I.
Asking random questions. It's
So long.
it's Uma, isn't it? That's
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
what do I do now though?
Mounted witchering just never took off.
Now look here. Hugel's functioning normally.
Ah, there you are. Getting warmer.
This?
Warmer. Hot. Disturbance is coming from there.
What is it? Open the box. Oh, I guess I have to ask
What's in these
first.
crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope.
I think Vesemir's even working him at all.
Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now,
He's right in the middle.
let's check your conditioned reflexes. Look at the fire.
The joy of having an everything bagel is constantly having little seeds stuck in your teeth. Wait. Wait, this is not where. Wait, what is this? I might as well loop this on up here. I just saw stairs and was like, this is obviously where I need to be. Forgetting where I came from. How many doors? Eventually I'll learn my way around the castle. Did I get Yennefer a new bed? You know, so she doesn't sleep on the floor? Or where's my bed? You know? Where's my bed? Just sleep there. Right?
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
I'm gonna say I doubt he knows.
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid.
That's true.
Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure
Oh
you
wait, I
want me
forgot we
here?
changed her outfit.
Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust.
Where? I want to see
Now
if she
let's
has
begin.
pants.
And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmil Yennefer at
Ew.
Vengerberg. Gwynblade.
Hey there, Ida.
Geralt.
It matters not, Yennefer. I've grown accustomed to human decorum. Why have you summoned me?
No,
We've
no,
come
who
up
this
against
is.
a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne
Oh,
Ia.
she's backing up.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The
Whoa.
migration?
Later, Geralt.
I don't have time to give you a whole damn history
Take it
lesson.
you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree, Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course, they are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee
I don't know
that
what the
even
fuck he's
they will
talking about.
suffice.
Thank you, Ensavern. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white
Yeah,
light
she's wearing
is
pants.
nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Is this how the end of the game is? Do I have to basically, my choices mean that it's the end of the world or not?
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri.
Yeah.
of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
They can't.
Wouldn't count on it.
Also, my chair, I need like some WD-40. It's super squeaky. Hold on. I think you might only be able to hear it if I'm talking, maybe. I don't know. I can't. But anyways, squeaky damn chair is annoying me. Even if you guys can't hear it, I can hear it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally.
Trying to think about this
One's
outfit
never
versus
too
the other
old to
outfit
learn.
and which one I'm going to cosplay. Because this
Yen
one
say
has the
Nen
feathers.
elves
And the
were once
feathers...
one folk, the En
Do I have
Undod.
feathers like that? Because
Then
feathers can be
came
kind of
a cataclysm.
expensive.
No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if
God.
Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
I'm
All
just
in
not
all,
even listening to
interesting
her, just trying to
conversation.
pay attention to her
What now?
outfit.
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do. Then we'll begin.
Okay, let's take a look at this outfit she's got. Ooh, okay, it's like a short. Okay, but then those boots are gonna be harder to do than maybe the skirt. But this outfit's so much, it's kind of cooler than the other outfit, I think. Huh. It's gonna be a hard decision here. Anyways, I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to. I made Yennefer angry. I don't think it matters in the long run, hopefully, because I feel like she's kind of always angry at me a little bit. So that's kind of like their spice, you know? That's kind of how they work, so. And now I need to go apparently help Lambert, even though Lambert's kind of a butt, so I don't particularly actually want to help him.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast.
Good,
Haven't
get out
heard?
of here.
Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
Yeah,
I
bitch.
call him like I see him. That's how I am.
He sucks.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Why do we even trust him with the information that it could be Ciri? Like, huh?
Don't sound too thrilled about
Eh?
all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous White Wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Would he be nicer with us if we had let him kill that dude?
No reason to wait. Let's
Would he
go.
be less of a bitch?
Meant to tell you. Can't get to the Circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side.
Everything
when we
get
did
like
the trial of
less
the medallion.
colorful. I
Exactly.
swear it had a little more color
Remember the
just
way?
a little while
Not
ago.
easily forgotten that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
What the fuck? What are you talking about, dude?
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and then scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
That's not good for ecosystem, but he doesn't really care. He's an asshole, so. Jen! Whoa! Oh shit! Oh shit! There's a thingy to fight. Hold on. Oh wait. Hey, thank you for your hey. I appreciate you. Hello, everyone. We're killing some harpies, and then I'll say hello to every one of you. Hold on. Can we go on? Are we done? Are we done killing things?
Color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
What do you mean?
It's
I'm
an
a
art.
witcher, you
Learned it
dumbass.
from this old
Oh,
master.
oops.
Down in Zera King.
Actually, yeah, let's do that. Hello! Yeah, Lambert fucking sucks. I hate him. Thank you very much, Keish. Is it Shine or Shine? Thank you so much for your follow. Welcome to... I forgot what I say. Shit. Welcome to the garden. That's it. Why can't I remember my own following saying? It wasn't Kingdom. I changed it. It's not Kingdom anymore. Welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. Ooh, I got it. If you just say shit, we can be friends. Let's go. Also, speaking of Jen, this keeps happening to me. I was gushing about Jen earlier on stream, actually, and someone clipped it, and they were like, "You should show this to Jen." So hold on. Here is Here is the clip. Yeah. Because we were talking about streaming and stuff, and I was like, I have known Jen has been one of my longest streaming friends. But let me go say hi to everyone. Let me scroll up. Hello, Vaden. Hello, Evo Tar. Hello, Dark Lord Satan. Hello, Tombano. Hello, Just David. Lottie Desu. That's such a cute name. Lay Rorthal. Hello, Mike. Even though I saw you were here, but now I can actually give the proper hello. Kilgore. Hello. Justice for Gamers. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I understand. Oh yeah, I'll have to make a new one. Mike, fucking top-notch person. Loved it every time. Oh fuck.
Take that tail from that sorcerer.
Absolutely hilarious, hottie. Like, yeah. Twitch was like, this is too vulgar of a clip. You talking about Mike? We need to take it down. This is not okay for other people to hear this. So, cutest bit cup. Thank you. I made it myself. Except I didn't make the little line in the back of the jar accurate. So, but I hope everyone's doing swell. We're just here being a slave to Yennefer, but I'm not complaining about it here. I get some pussy out of it, you know? Except we have only had sex once. Which is sad. At least on camera. But not like we were making a porno kind of camera, like for me to see as a player. You know? Anyways, I didn't really, I guess, say who I am to anyone who came in for the raid. Hello, I'm Gabby, or Sprout, whichever one you want to call me. I play story-based variety games. Oh, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. They're little clovers too. Thank you. Oh, they're all spilling out. Thank you, Dark Lord Satan. Thank you. Did you? The only thing I think about now when I think of Satan is Lil Nas X and I'm just like, did you enjoy the lap dance? You know, like, yo, Xenu. You say spinach? Oh, is the clovers the spinach? I do. Spinach is one of my favorite greens. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the subscription. You are now one of my cabbages. Welcome, welcome. Little. Oh no, baby. I'm too lesbo for that. But he did do a good job. Okay, okay, okay. Not my cabbages! Yeah.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moral.
I don't know what Lambert
and I
did.
try not to piss him off too often.
More biddies?
Working out well?
Moderately. The castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way.
I appreciate you. An angel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. But how's everyone doing? What were you? Wait, you were playing Resident Evil. Obviously. When does the new game come out? It's soon, right? It's like super, super soon, right? Wait, how do I do this? Yeah. I don't know which one that is, but nice. Only one spinach made it through the invisible barrier. Oh no. We're already here.
Damn it! I moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
But
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own.
that was an Avatar reference. I'm not old. I remember stuff.
And this
I feel
fog
like,
will never...
I
There a
guess
storm before I arrived?
Avatar is like not
Let me
like
think. Yeah.
old. It's
5
not.
days
It's like a
passed.
pretty in between, you know.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Yeah, Lambert is a butt, and I'm so glad I didn't let him kill that random dude because I don't trust his moral compass. He's just an angy boy for no reason. Dumb angy boy. Wait. Find the boat. Okay. Why was he even allowed to be a Witcher? But I guess I just figured like have to be like kind of wise. No, but he's not. So I guess you don't have to. 2005. Wow. Wait. So, how many years is that? Wait, it's 2021. Oh my god. That's a lot of years. I can't do math in my head very quickly. Dark Lord Sage, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. Jesse,
Water
hello.
hag.
Did I
Great.
say that?
The last thing we needed.
Icky, get out of here. Oh, dang it. I just got Lambert. That's okay. Let's scooch out of the way, so. Ah! Come on, there we go. No, dang it. At least I got it with my fire. Lambert, why aren't you doing... Oh, never mind. I just killed it. That's why. It's okay. It's a... Well,
All right.
I mean, it's not
Cave
okay
entrance
that you
is
didn't
just
watch it
opposite,
earlier,
see?
but as long as you've watched it
Gotta
now,
sail across the pond.
and that's all that
Go
matters.
through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and
I
we're there.
love
Doesn't seem
Avatar.
like such an ordeal
A
now,
lot.
No.
A
Still
lot,
gives
a
me
lot.
the shivers,
I've watched
though.
it
You know, only 2 boys returned from my group.
maybe at least 10 times.
You were the ones who
through.
ran into old Spear Tip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also have a tattoo right here. It's kind of not looking so good right now because I have eczema. You can't see the eczema on it, but hold on. Hold on. I can... Ah! There you go. That's my tattoo. I love Avatar a lot. And Kiki's delivery service. Hold on. I know. Ah! Woo! And Kiki's delivery service. Y'all are getting a show. That's it. That's it. But yeah, go shower. Get clean. We love clean. Don't question me. Saw the movie before you. Oh no, no. We definitely knew enough to know that the movie was not okay. Yeah. Normally we'd have to redeem. Ooh. Thank you so much. The Chile, Brisses, chill. Is it Chile, or like Chile, like the country? Which one? Whichever one. Thank you so much for the follow. You are now. Wait, well, welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. The movie was unspeakable, is what the movie was. Normally we have to redeem this with channel points. The show. Oh yeah, the
That's
little
still gnawing at you.
of my leg.
No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 a head.
What is he talking
So
about?
exactly.
I have
what
not
was
been
the
listening to
point?
him because
Ought to ask Vesemir.
I don't care
Oh,
about
I
anything he has to say, really.
Many
So
times, believe you me.
I get in
Let's
the boat.
go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller though.
Because?
Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Yeah. I love you. Oh wait, no, Geralt. There we go. Very obviously. You're important to my streaming journey, therefore important to my life. I really wish I could stop my stream more. It's really sad that I just like, I get in very, very weird moments where I just don't watch streams for a long time. But I always feel guilty. Me not being active in Discord.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided
Tried
we
to
don't
find a
smash
watchable
into something
version.
first.
So you either
Barely
have to
see the
pirate
tip
or
of
get
my
Netflix
nose.
account. Probably get someone to give you the login, right? Probably hear that again when you start streaming.
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you
Deserves
for a poet.
all the
Oh,
praise.
but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
How long are we in this boat with Lambert? But I would assume now that Avatar is
Fall
on
off a bit.
Netflix,
Sails fluttering.
it's probably
Don't teach your
easier to find
grandma
a
to suck
pirated version of
eggs.
it. Before it came on Netflix, it was kind of hard to find a pirated version of it, honestly.
Right, almost there.
Or like, you know, finding it streaming on one of those free sites. And even then it was not good quality, but I have it on Blu-ray, so because that's how I am. Tried but not succeeded. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it's like even when I tried to look for it back in the
Ready
day,
for the
it was really
caverns?
hard. It took me a while to
Almost.
find one.
Before
I
we
do
go
not know where it
inside.
is now.
Ugh,
It's been like
drink a dose
many
of
years
cats,
since,
I know.
and it's probably
Any
taken
more
down by
words
now.
of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old spear tip?
Sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love with me.
No, you're not hot. Why would I fall in love with you?
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited.
2 or
except
3
for us.
episodes,
It's gotta be an
Dutch
illusion.
episodes.
What if it's not?
That sure sounds illusion-like.
Whatever you want to do.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always. Fine. Let's go.
Oh, that was a boy's voice? Sounded like a little girl. I guess it could be. I mean, little boys and little girls don't usually have very different voices. Do I have... Oh.
Hey, little guy. It's all right. You're safe now.
Yeah, that's obviously not a real person. Ooh, is this a wild
Fine.
hunt?
Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well.
We
what do
didn't
you
even
know?
pop.
We can
pop
talk about
this.
that later. Got the foglets to take care of now.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, it is. The illusion was a foglet. How come Lambert doesn't use any magic, huh? 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 Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Come on, come closer.
Oops, let me put down a magic trap. Again. Ah! Why was it smaller than it was before? No! Shit, hold on. Ah! Ah! No! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Oh. Ah, shit.
What now, you piece of filth?
Ah! Ooh, I just took off his arm. Come over here. Come over here into the magic trap. Tears just want to join on the action of being dead. There's definitely another one there.
An illusion. Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No,
bitch.
I will not.
Stop being a bitch.
In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child.
Too bad you don't know how to
I
make
think we ought to get
beautiful
Dandelion to
music.
write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
Dandelion wouldn't do that to me. He'd make it sound like a pretty dope thing.
When someone's life might be threatened, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Enough said.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah, Geralt.
the noble white wolf never abandons a man in need. He's more saint than Witcher.
Changing
Now I understand why
subjects.
Witchers might
Did I
have a
see
bad,
right? Was that boy?
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice.
I'm
in
eating an
dreams.
everything bagel.
Charming. Let's get out of
I
here.
get little seeds in
Needn't
my
ask
teeth.
me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Lambert, enough.
Lambert, what a prick, exactly. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, come on, where's the other looty loot? Hello? Loot? Okay, it must be lying to me. I gotta fix my other sword. Oh, it's 50%. What's this one then? Steel sword also. Ooh. Ooh, posture check. Thank you. Now I see why people don't like him. Yeah, he's a butt. Great butt. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my chair squeak at all. I gotta fix it. Well, I guess I don't fix the chair, but I gotta put some like WD-40 or something, you know? And also everyone else, hydrate if you have any water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Okay, what are we doing here? Because like I said, I wasn't listening to Lambert at all when I was talking to him. So, enter the kit. I'm gonna say no, but I do like Coca-Cola. I do like myself some Coca-Cola, and I'm probably gonna have some later. I get Coke Minis, otherwise, it's not, you know. I might drink too much, so we gotta get the Coke Minis, you know? Glass is empty. Go get some more water. Do you guys like your water cold? Or do you guys like it room temp? or like I don't know, like
Bones,
I
pulverized.
feel like there are a lot of people who don't like
Old
cold
Spirit Tip's
water.
never been kind
Is what
to
I've heard.
guests.
I'm just like, what? Because I always put ice and stuff in my water, and then people are like, it's real people who drink water. Don't drink it cold apparently, but I mean, granted,
Shit, too damn high.
I
Not
don't
if I
drink
give you a
as much
boost.
water as I
Remember?
should.
Part of the trials.
A witcher
Ooh, there's a Coca-Cola
is
addiction
a lone hunter.
all over.
But
I feel like
even a
I've
lone
seen
hunter
something
can
like
use a
that
helping
before.
hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready?
Isn't it just a sugar addiction? But I guess maybe it's even more specific.
You fat fuck.
Oh, I'm all muscle, dude.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you don't use ice. You just keep it in the fridge or
You're no
something?
feather
Yeah,
either.
Brita in the fridge.
Come on,
Well, I guess
let's
also
go.
the things that come out of the fridge are cold too, but. El susto. I can't.
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
And wake old spear tip?
Oh,
What? You afraid?
wrong one. There
No,
you go.
I just think before I act.
So dark and.
Mind not stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped.
I'm definitely making more noise than Lambert here. Default. We have drinkable tap water and it's quite cool outside, so that's why it's already cold. Oh, okay. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how drinkable the tap water is in Georgia.
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I
A
think.
splinter
If it wasn't
fell
for a
into
broken
your
mirror,
eye?
it'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha.
Bones, pulverized.
Old Spear Tip's never been kind to guests.
But I do drink tap water. But I do have a little, like, little water filtery type thing inside my water bottle. What the heck happened here? Little cut on All Might. I have an All Might sticker here with him going, hero. Got a little cut on him. That. Diabetes is the lead killer? Whoa, in Mexico? Is the documentary on, like, YouTube? Because I feel like I've seen something about that. I where I'm going. But I do know that at least Georgia water is better than water. What happens if I go down here? Okay. I couldn't tell how far down I was gonna fall because it's dark.
Ugh. Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
Does it? Oh.
The element of surprise.
Couldn't care less.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that. I thought that's what I was supposed to be walking towards. I didn't know that that was the sleeping thing. Hold on, hold on. When?
You miss me more, son?
I got Quinn, so it's all good. Ah. Ah, there we go. I thought it was gonna come at me again. There we go, I got it. Maybe? So it looks like he has no more health yet. Oh, there he goes. Occasional online screenings for the movies. Not sure if it's on any streaming services. Oh, dang.
You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait.
I feel like that's
That's
how
for
the case with
Voltaire,
how it is with a lot
your
of.
son.
Hello, thank you very much. Hey, Marty McFly. Hell yes, Marty McFly. Thank you so much for the follow. You and welcome to the garden. Sorry, still get used to my new little welcome thing. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. We love Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. I feel like I am in the minority, and I like Back to the Future 3, but a lot of people don't like Back to the Future 3, but I do. They're all good.
Voltaire. Who's that?
You don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin right here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of
All we
documentaries are
can
that
do
way,
now.
and I wish it was easier
Never
to
made
watch
it out of here.
documentaries a lot of the time.
Let's go.
Like, I get that they have to make money, obviously, but I wish that it was easier to, like, there was, like, they got maybe purchased or, like, published by, like, there was an easier way to find them in, like, in a mass place, because otherwise you just watch whatever Netflix chooses for you to watch to a degree, and I'm like, oh, they're controlling my consumption a bit, you know? What's Back to the Future? Alright, alright. Hello? But then again, if there was something like a Netflix 4 document, I mean, there probably is a Netflix 4 documentaries,
Good to be back above ground.
but I just guess I probably just don't know it.
Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls?
But
They're in for trouble, not us.
like fighting trolls, though.
We ought to be careful. This is their turf.
Couple of trolls got you soiling your knickers?
Was bold and brash once, like you. Then I took a pitchfork in the gut. Peasant kid, not a troll. I almost died.
What?
Hard way to learn, but I did.
How? I
Come
wonder
on.
how, like, the age difference between myself and Lambert. And also, I'm curious about, like, how long ago he's been a Witcher. How long he's been a Witcher versus how long I've been a Witcher. But I guess that would probably have to do with our ages. Because I don't think you can
Magic.
become
place
a
of
Witcher
power.
when you're older. I think you can only do it when I think. I actually haven't done anything with my ability points. Well, in a second, so we got 3. He's almost 10. Oh, he's almost 10. 100. And how old is Lambert? Yen is probably super old, right? Because like sorceresses, like, I don't know, they're like way older than they look, right? Adrenaline point lost upon taking. Oops, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to meditate. Oh, go this. I pressed the wrong button. See about these signs here. Far-reaching R. We can already did that. Sustain glyphs. Yeah. Wait. What about? Yeah. Let's make this a little bit better, and then I guess this one too. And this precise blows, increased chance of landing a fast attack. Does this? Do I have to activate this? When do I get another little thingy here? 26. Oh, I'm close. Geralt is around 90 to 100 years. Yennefer is around 110. While Triss is way younger, around 50, and Sirius is 25. Oh. So she's not that much older than me. Okay. Increases strong attack critical chance by 2%. Oh. They're all... Well, I guess I'll do this one. I'm just trying to, like, max out the ones I've already decided to, you know, like, invest in to a degree. Get to the Circle of Elements.
Ha! See him shit and run soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
You running? Oop. Ugh, I don't like talking to the trolls. Talk so slow.
This mountain.
And I never understand what they're really talking about.
Mountain.
Well, not a lot of the time.
Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Which is this thing one say, thing two do,
Right.
thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way,
Lambert,
dimwits,
why
or
are we
I'll
lighted
grind you
all
to
weird
gravel.
now?
Understand?
Lit? Not lighted. Lit. What the heck?
Mm-hmm. They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
Where am I running? Oh, I'm literally running. Okay. Here I am. Oh, wait, hold on. Where the fuck am I? Lambert, why are you just... Oh, there's a blockage here? Oh. So hard. Let's go. Diggler, hello! Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. The cave isn't that big. Me trolls right on the other side.
Walks those. Those goes no far more. Which is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witchersea Castle. Lots there.
Lots of rocks. We want the
Enjoying
rock.
this little chat, cause it's not getting us anywhere.
Yeah, the Lambert. I don't want to. I
I'm
just want to
talking.
always avoid
Fact is,
fighting.
you know as much about
because I'm
negotiating
like,
as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witchersea strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good?
yes,
Only
which are
you.
good.
Witchersea monster kills trolls monsters.
No.
Yes, true is. No face make.
If anything, they might trust me, but not Lambert, which I get.
We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No grease.
Oh, leave our swords.
We smash.
Okay.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want them know. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
They probably just trust because they eat the rocks. It's not that far,
Think I might
right?
have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Because
Whine about it to Eskel
they don't
later.
know.
Just a few steps more, and we're there.
Are you out of
Ooh,
breath?
That's some serious panting. Out of breath?
I was like, what
Sheep.
the kind? What?
Ah,
Aren't you a...
Just a bit hungover.
Been
No.
hitting the hooch with Eskel again?
No. Been hitting it alone.
hitting the hooch? Like when you're in Georgia, we have the Chattahoochee River. They call it shooting the hooch. You're, you tube down the river with tubing.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let
A
me think.
dummy?
A sourpuss?
A bitch?
Fair enough.
A
Let's
little
save the
whiny
rest of your
baby?
compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest.
Like you.
How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
Honeysuckles? Is it bad if I loot them? Should I not be looting the whatever this is? That anger? I don't even know. If this is like for gods? Like, what is this for? I don't even know. No, see. No, ignite. Ignite. There we go.
Alright, phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is
I don't know
wait.
what a phylactery does.
The container will absorb the power of the elements while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axii, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axii. Saved my life a short while ago.
Is this when they were kids? You had to come through here? Is that how that works? Trial or whatever. Which one's Axii? Forgot the names of all of them.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel.
Is Axii the
I
thing
made
where
the
you
man
change
with the
their mind?
crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
Oh yeah, okay. It is. That's not a great story.
Wow, truly great story.
Isn't it? Real side splitter, I think.
Tell
This man
me,
can't-
you always been such a cynical bastard?
No,
Yeah,
I was
patch the-
adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
It was adorable? No. I see the simple magical sign compromise of hypnotic effect and use. Yeah, that's why I was gonna say, I was like, Axii's the one I think I use the least, so that makes sense why I don't remember the name of it.
Think it's that bad being a witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse.
You're already
Just
pretty
a shame
bad.
I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny. Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return?
The boy.
Give me the first thing you see when you get home.
Oh.
My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. Alright. We've griped enough.
How long
Let's
ago
get
was
out
that?
of
You know how to work through these feelings. You know? What happens if you say no? You leave.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
I gotta pee. I have to take a quick pee break after this.
Witches is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't
Oh my
need
God, stop.
convincing.
Stop, Lambert.
Come on, Geralt, let's go.
The troll's gonna be like, why the fuck is he yelling? I don't think I've done any quests particularly with it. I did do the. Go back.
Right. Let's get back.
After you,
I did the
sir.
thing. I did do the thing that Yen asked me to do with like finding the disturbance, the magical disturbance, and then I still have to do the other one. So I just have the Eskel one left. Bait a forktail. I'm gonna pee real quick. Oops. And I'll be right back. Wrong screen. Okay. I will be right back. Ugh. And while you waiting, you haven't yet, drop a little follow, you know, or whatever you want to check me out on any of my other social media stuff. There's that if you like cosplay. That's the Instagram. Check that Instagram. I'll be back. You pee too if you need to. Good pee break, stretch break, water break, all the good things. Alrighty. Hello. I'm back. Right. Somehow my cat got stuck in a room. Okay. Whoop. Boom. There we go. Tracks near the entrance of Kaer Morhen. Do I even have... Is this the entrance of Kaer Morhen? Hello! Just David. How are you? Where am I supposed to be? Follow... Oh, I just have to see... Are there tracks here? Oh, look at that.
Must be Eskel's prints. No one else is left to keep
Ooh,
recently.
with water... Apple pie! Ugh! That sounds amazing! I just have like a apple toaster strudel. But I like strawberry one. We got like one of those like variety packs when we were at Sam's Club. And so it came with a strawberry one, an apple one, and the cinnamon roll one. And I thought I'd really love the cinnamon roll one more than all of them. But the strawberry one I think is still my favorite toaster strudel. Even though the rest of them are good. I just think the strawberry, I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing or what, but the strawberry one is still the superior toaster strudel in my mind. And I can't do anything about that. I also definitely maybe, like, I feel like I'm going through slowly all the things that I feel nostalgic for food-wise. And it's all, like, shit, like, stuff that's absolutely horrible for me. And... Oh, tracks? Okay. And Yeah, so I've been, so wait, so once we're done with the toaster strudels, which is gonna be a while, because I don't have a toaster strudel like every day. I have a toaster strudel like maybe once a week or something. Granted, I do usually eat one of each toaster strudel when I eat them. So we'll get through them soon. And then I think I might try and get some Eggos. Maybe the cinnamon one. You know, the cinnamon, the tiny little cinnamon ones? That's like have 4 little ones all attached. That's that good shit. I used to, this is so bad. Me and my friend used to have those, and then we'd put powder, we'd cut, like, make sure, like, almost all of the little holes in the waffle were filled with powdered sugar, and then we'd eat it, and we're like, yeah, this is the good shit. And I'm like, the sugar, insane. Tracks, where are the tracks? They are. This fisheye, I hate tracking stuff. It really messes me up. Oh,
what's its name? Scorpion.
Luckily you've got
Beautiful
some.
animal.
You're getting hungry now. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I'll go fully and do the full thing that I used to do when I was like younger, but at least have the cinnamon Eggos, you know? Cinnamon toast Eggos. At least. Okay. So what am I doing? Examine the area around. Okay. Now I still have to do more tracking.
Footprints and hoofprints. A goat. Interesting.
Like. Do it like
Rocks.
this. Oh.
Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
I mean, don't goats smell pretty strong?
bark.
Okay.
Looks
How
like Eskel's
convenient.
goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of
You just had
goat
way
hair.
too many apples.
Ugh,
Now you
stench.
had to make you guys the apple pie. Say you guys as if I don't even know if there are multiple people. But why do you have so many apples? Did you go apple picking or something? Wait, apple picking is a fall
Eskel's
activity.
tracks. The nose knows.
The nose. Oh no, that's just red stuff.
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
Oh.
Supposed to be
Nice.
fork-tail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
Okay. I've never tried to make a pie before. I used to do a lot more baking. I really like
As
baking
for
too,
forked
but
tails, bake
I
them
never made a
thusly.
pie, but I
Pound a
had a,
stake
I
in the
made
soil, bind a goat
the
to
other
it,
thing.
then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your
I
years.
still don't really
You're
know
as
what
old as
happened
I
that made
am,
me
wise
lose
guy.
my memory.
Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
This guy seems nice. That's refreshing because fucking Lambert's bitch.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
Is
I'm
it
a
what
simple
logical?
witcher wolf.
I kind of
Don't
forgot the
fight
words
dragons,
I said.
don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
I do all of those things. Oopsies. Try to limit myself to sleeping with sorcerers. That's not true. I've done these other things. I'll say that just for fun.
Try to limit myself to the sorceresses from now on.
No doubt the most pleasant part. Though I'm not sure it ain't the most dangerous, too.
Maybe.
Hear that?
Or maybe
Incoming.
less. I mean, Yennefer has saved my life many a time, so. Where is it? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought it was gonna be Gwen. Oh, look at that. Maybe I should card.
Damn it! It's taking off!
get it? There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, we're chasing it. We're actually chasing it. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. And is the best. Oh wait, it's over here.
Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when they do that.
Oh, follow the
Might have
blood
saved us some
trail.
trouble. Let us kill it now.
Then maybe gut itself, run a spit down its throat and out its ass?
Damn,
Bleeding heavily.
from an artery. Blood's light colored. Can't fly much further.
Jen
Not
is
scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
an
Scorpion's
angel.
a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine.
Edwani.
Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved this lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his mare had just foaled.
Escalin Scorpion, bound by fate. An enchanting tale fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
This way? This way. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Jen is the best, and Jen has amazing ideas. Like, I don't know, Jen has like so many fun ideas with her stream and stuff like that, and I'm just like, hell yeah. Oh. Probably off doing all her living life. Oh, that was easy to kill. Yeah.
All right, let's collect
But
the
yeah,
spinal
she just has
fluid
so
and
many
get
good
outta here.
ideas for stream, and
Cut
she's
into its
like
back,
big
just below the
brain,
skull.
and I'm like, you get it, girl. Like, I don't know. I want to see Jen succeed in all of the ways, you know? Cutting his blood. Okay.
Gonna tell me which side of the knife to cut with next?
The sharp one. Come on, hurry up.
Jakey. Oh, look at him like that. Did I say the wrong thing? Should I have said something else? Should I have been like, questioning of Yen? Yeah, that's true. Her overlays are so cute. I'm trying, I need to do, I plan on doing a similar thing where like I have some pre-made overlays and sell them
Hey,
online,
What do you
because
say to
I
a
make
little
my own
race?
overlays as
Maybe
well,
see who's faster,
so,
Roach or Scorpion.
but
And
her stuff
who's
is
the
so
better
cute.
rider.
No.
We shouldn't. Rather not tire out my horse for no reason.
Honestly, can't see what all those dames see in you. You're a stick in the mud.
Pretty damn handsome stick, though.
Ah, it's true.
Debatable. Let's go.
Mister, you're not pulling off that middle part, if I do say so myself. So, like, so I don't know what he's meaning, debatable, you know?
Hey there.
I could have beat him. I could have beat him. I don't know if I was gonna actually get anything if I had actually raced him, but I just didn't feel like racing him. You know? The horse racing is like meh. It's a meh. But David, you were saying that you might be getting into streaming soon? What you were saying earlier? Or have you already started? What are you thinking about playing or doing, or you know, you got a plan? You have no plan at all. That's also totally fine. honestly. In the evening with the other Witchers. Is there something that you want to do? You just want to stream eventually? Or the goal of yours? He's having its last breath, and your laptop is just a budget laptop. So you're planning on investing in a nice computer soon once yours poops out. There we go. Honestly, probably it's been a minute since I've upgraded anything on my computer. I should probably take a good gander at my own and see if there's anything I need to improve. Not that I'm particularly having issues or anything, but I haven't been playing very many intensive games or nothing. Probably get a gaming PC, new monitors.
everything you
Ooh,
need.
hell yeah.
Splendid. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Esco, go.
Apparatuses.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
When it comes to this,
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to
Here
lift
is
the
it right
curse that
now.
held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
how
What
long is
then?
that gonna take?
Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion,
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Bye-bye. Quick internet. Layman when it comes to gaming PCs? Yeah, I mean, I am only like... I know how to make a computer, the basics, but I definitely usually need the assistance of one other person when I'm doing my own computer stuff. But I know, like, basics, you know? I can usually look at my specs and being like... and compare it to stuff that, like, look stuff up and be like, ah, okay, this could be improved. But a lot of times when it comes to setting it up, sometimes I need a little bit of a hand. But because a lot of my knowledge has degraded. I used to work throughout my like when I was in high school, I worked at a computer repair store, as well as when I was in college, but I didn't do the repairing. For the most part, they would usually have me do like sales stuff or just like basic computer stuff, like checking people in, checking people out, receipts, and all payment, that kind of stuff, and then it maybe run some scans, like the stuff that's really easy to do. They never had me do the actual repairs really, but it just if I didn't have those jobs, I wouldn't have known. Like the first job, it was an internship that I had, and it was, and they were like, yeah, and they taught me most like the basics, so that's why I know. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to have learned. So, but also like nowadays, it's pretty easy to like get one pre-made. I don't think it's necessarily a skill that you need to have a gaming computer, like because they sell them a lot of times cheaper than it would be to make it yourself sometimes, or like not necessarily cheaper, but equal-ish pricing. So
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for
Oh my
good.
god.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir
that
didn't
makes
say
sense.
a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
Oh. Already knowing much about it. True. Hesitating between building yourself and getting a pre-built. Do you have any like friends that know a little bit about it? Because it's definitely handy, like if you want to try to do it yourself, to have someone that could help you along the way. Because even sometimes when I'm building my own computer, I like my friend who is a little more knowledgeable to be there with me. Just so like if I have any issues, then he's there to fix anything. If I, but
So,
I feel like a
got
lot of
the
times
evening
just like
off.
something random
What do
comes
we
up
do
and it's
with
just
it?
something I can't even think about what
Vesemir
could
mentioned
be
some
the
roof
thing
beams
that's
in
wrong.
the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
wouldn't mind a shot myself. Or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
All
Ooh,
right.
Sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit,
Oh,
Geralt.
nice. But do they know how to? Because streamer doesn't necessarily mean that they know how to make a computer. Ooh, talk.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Oh!
You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask
Bride?
nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards.
In an
In
hour.
an hour. Or two.
Don't get mad, but no!
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
Or 3? I will never turn down this good quality, time with Yen. Hell yeah. Ooh, oh, we're getting it. We're getting a show. Look, don't look. Avert your eyes, people. This is. Oh, why does he have his boxers on? Isn't fair. You really are making this a little cinematic. You still have your boxers on. Never mind, he took them off. You're gonna get... What did I do? Should I not have done this? Oh no. Hey Phil. If I get an opportunity to sex up Yennefer, why would I not do that? Why are we getting this weird cutscene? Are these bonk you to horny jail? I stay in horny jail, okay? This is where I live.
Well, lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business.
He's like,
Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
it's a fun
Where'd you
3-hour.
go
What
on
was
your
the thing with the
way, Esco?
wolves? Why?
August
Is that
Road.
some sort of
Under
symbolism?
the higher vampire.
Oh ho ho! Dangerous horse.
Because there were
owns
3
those.
wolves,
Finicky,
like
too.
3 witchers, and then 1
The specimen
deer.
in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
I killed a
I
vampire.
planned through a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Ah!
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms.
Dang.
Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill.
Oh.
Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Pickle juice for hangovers? I
What have you been
I
up
don't
to,
drink
Lambert?
pickle juice at all, so
Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caradin?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's were the golds to be made.
straight to
Know
point
how much they
answer. Oh
pay there
no.
for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now.
What's the answer?
So this giant was giving him trouble.
Precise.
Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
The deer is the analogy of Yennefer's pussy, and the wolf is the analogy, jumping the bridge is oh. Eventually he ate, okay. I mean, but why 3 of the wolves? Because the three wolves just threw me off, you know, because there are 3 of the witchers there, so I thought like, but like it could have just been 1 wolf and that would have made more sense. It was just the thing that there were 3 wolves that threw me off. 1 per hour. No! Each wolf gets its bite. Oh my god. And to think, just came down. I can't look at girl the same right now. Because unless he like cleaned up, you know, around. He's got a flavor saver, you know, hair around. Is all. Yeah, you know, he just had something else in his mouth just a little while ago, so probably also Yennefer, but he's... Okay.
Pragmatic as ever.
I'll continue
You
on
could stand
with
to
this.
show some of Lambert's expediency. Set ideals like justice for trolls aside, keep yourself out of poverty instead.
Knew the sorceress would see it my way.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Okay, you don't get all romantic on
We're
everyone.
thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
And I found...
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail.
A man in love,
Went
you
to
know?
Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing,
Oh my
How's
god, why
Triss?
you bring this shit up? He's really trying to do this. Oh. Oh. Raymond.
Triss is managing all right.
how are those scars she got at Sodden? Still there?
Lambert, not funny.
I don't know what he's
Fine.
talking about.
Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
Hey, she's like, let me take another drink for this.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you
I don't
hear
care
what?
if I'm
Not
talking.
gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore
Fucker.
Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
Mutagens. The mutagens. Just like she made Geralt suffer? What do you mean? I don't know, he seemed to be enjoying himself before. I don't know how much suffering there was, you know. But
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years. Decades.
I knew
why has
you'd
it
be
been so
wary.
long?
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the
They really
last
want
to
the
suggest
witches-
you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices.
I guess.
Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's
But
up
aren't
for another
they
round?
useful in
Oh,
society?
I
too?
am.
Okay.
But
Pretty-
we're all out
yeah.
of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late.
She's like, Geralt, you come with me. She just looks at him.
Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Eh?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh. Now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
I have no choice in this. She said go to bed early. I'm a good simp. I follow the rules of my woman. No cards. Had enough, Gwent.
Come on.
Madison,
have some fun.
hello.
Are we boring you?
Oh, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boys.
God,
right.
this is what happens when they're drunk.
Listen,
the camera moves.
There's this game. Student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts
There's never
by
enough
saying,
Gwent.
"I've
I
never."
played only
and
Gwent
finishing
for
the
like 2
sentence
whole
however they
streams.
Who's ever done that thing downs the shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
How, am I supposed to know whether I have or not? Did I do that? I don't think I did. Oh, make your own reality. They're playing Never Have I
How
Ever,
about
yes.
that? Eskel.
You
Still
missed the
waters
sex
run
scene
deep.
just a little while
I'm a
ago. We
sucker
got
for
we
women
got
with
down and
horns.
dirty
Right, my
with the
turn.
beautiful Yennefer.
I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
Wait, never after a bender woke up knowing that I'm sure that Geralt has. Wouldn't be surprised, probably.
Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have... drank that round too.
Oh, I did do that.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
They stole everything from me. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Alright, alright. In this part, they use your save files. Oh, from The Witcher 1 and 2. Okay. Never jumped out a lover's window, didn't... What is Fist Tech? I feel like it would make sense that I would have jumped out a lover's window, you know? That aligns.
Taking Fistek.
What's that?
Eskel.
Oh, it's a drug.
Really?
Okay.
Once.
With the succubus.
Right.
Oh,
Then,
wow.
Let's end on that.
Fistech
I'll
or
never be
white
able to look you in the
death
eyes
is a
again.
drug similar to in appearance to amphetamine
Colder
or
and up a
cocaine.
nice
It's a powder is
giant's ass
typically
in here.
snorted or rubbed. Oh god, okay.
Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Drain the dragon? Is that what he said? Don't. Did he just? Okay, so I assume that means he's calling his dick a dragon, but I mean, technically it's the bladder. But I'm like, no. 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 No, Lambert. Let's see. Not cold in here to me. Oh.
You and Lambert get
All
along.
right. David,
In a
thanks so
way,
much for hanging
I've
out.
learned
I
not to talk
appreciate
to
you
him
being
about
here.
certain things.
I hope you have a
Guessing
wonderful,
that's quite a
wonderful
list.
night and have a wonderful
is.
early morning.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going,
Thanks
eh?
for hanging out. Hope
Alcohol
to see you around again.
is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk.
Like as fuck.
The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir is enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel.
I thought we were going to bed.
To the brim. Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Sneeze? You sneeze? Okay. Whew. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
All right, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Bedtime.
Speak for yourself. Night's still young as I see it.
But we're not. And tomorrow's a big day.
Fine. Drinking with my mirror image is just no fun. At least it wasn't last time.
See? Even you can't stand it. Good night.
Yep. Where am I? Am I just asleep under a table or something? Just on the floor. Oh, maybe I just fell out of my bed. This little bunk here. Or whatever it's called.
Damn. What a dream.
What? No one cared to wake me up? Oh, they dress up as Triss and Yen. That's funny. That's fine. I just didn't care to hear more of their stories, but it... Oh, he already got dressed.
See everyone's up and at 'em.
Take it you had a productive
Everyone!
evening?
Oh,
Yes. We talked about Uma till late.
yes,
So
only
I
Uma.
guess you didn't get a chance to see to the beams in the tower.
No. But we'll, get to that, I promise. Right, Lambert?
Yeah, it's your all's
You can give
first
the
night
boys a
back,
rap on the
you know?
knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term? relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you,
Yeah,
Vesemir.
exactly.
And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Only the first part, right? What
Thought
table?
we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Is
Couldn't
this
bear
the,
to
is this the
part
table
with
that they used
Thought
to
we
like?
might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure.
Just
Every
keeping
grandpa
shit-
out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Is it to? I don't know. Do they dip them in some sort of liquid or something? What? I don't. I guess we'll find
Right.
out.
So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait.
Or is
Why
it like
couldn't
a one of those
do it
tables you
earlier?
hold people down?
Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
Alrighty.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportion?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. Ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Is it like on a sled? I don't know. Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oops, wrong one. Wrong button. And then alchemy? What am I supposed to be doing? I don't. Is it under here? What is it called? Decoctions of the grasses. Okay. So it's under decoction. Do I need to learn it first, or am I just? How do I go about doing this? Oh, it's under quests? Oh, under, it's a specific, did I just not even notice that I had a section for quest? Oh, oopsies. Literally didn't see that. Vesemir, it needs to be done as soon as it's been created.
Potions ready.
tools too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Oh no. I don't know. Is this supposed to be someone we know?
Ready.
I don't know enough people in the game to
Open the
have even
vials.
an idea
Doesn't
of who
matter
it
in which
is.
order.
But does it have to be a man? Yeah, I guess there is if they think it's Ciri. I don't think it's Ciri. I don't think it is. Oh, unless this is how she can maybe she turns into a witcher
The
this
hook would
way.
work.
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but
But I don't know who else
within
it would
known
be.
norms.
But I just didn't But I guess this would be a
Administer
good
the
way
next
to hide Ciri. Okay, I maybe understand why.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table
Why
then?
did they do this in the first? I mean, is it just how they had to wait till Vesemir was in
Geralt,
charge or
next
something because like they've been making witches for years? Well, I'm saying making witches for years, so I'm curious like what made them stop. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just curious like who made them decide to stop doing this? Was it just Vesemir?
Oisi K. Finn.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he'd...
Ew.
Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No, the trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Yeah, I mean they don't really have a choice. It seems. School of the Wolf lost their mutagens and... Oh, wait. Hold on. Missed it. Lost their mutagens. And the know-how to make them during Witcher 1. Also the fact that they're all pretty much decent human beings and don't like the trials because it's horrible. School of the Viper has been pretty much decimated, and Letho is the last remaining Witcher from that school. Oh, okay, or Letho. School of Cat are a bunch of assassins. School of Griffin are just get mentioned, and that's how it's about it. So we don't know shit about what they're up to. I guess there are other places that make Witchers. Because of how insanely low survival rates and disgust for Witchers, not to mention how hard life being subjected to the Witchers from childhood, right? The humans are also starting to industrialize, and monotheistic religion has sprung up in basically all the rage now. Witchers have gone from accepted monster hunters to undesirables and freaks because they have a distinct look that can use a little magic. People are also starting to care less and less about the monsters. That's interesting because the monsters still are out there killing people. Well, if there are no Witchers, wouldn't to a degree maybe the monsters, the population, control would, or maybe not. If people start taking their, moving into their ecosystems and stuff. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, we don't really have a choice.
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started by...
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
Oh, the monster's almost gone.
No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
Right, okay. Yeah, I know that in the books, from the bits that I read, it was definitely there were moments where Geralt was like, I need to find someone to do anything because I'm running low on money.
That normal?
Because there weren't enough monsters.
Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Mutagens. Okay. Yeah, I know that in the books, from the bits that I read, it was definitely there were moments where Geralt was like, I need to find someone to do anything because I'm running low on money. Because there weren't enough monsters.
Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Specifically, macrophages are in increased amount. Mhm.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
I feel like she'd want to hear about
Heard
Ciri.
the time Ciri and I went ice skating.
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher.
Oh.
Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she
I
insisted.
can just imagine that.
As
So
soon as we
cute.
hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on,
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery. Never severe. Caniatad. Nevid. Savir. Kowal. Arriva.
I just have to hold the phylactery. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do something. What's happening?
No. No, I won't let you.
Do more.
Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
There's something happening.
Koal. Caniatad.
She just pushes him aside.
Nevid Severe, Kowal, Caniatad. Nevid, Arriba, Endir.
Oh.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it.
Close it, right?
Jeez.
The phylactery dude, is it just like old shit? That isn't scary. Just some random dude. Maybe? Oh, it's a... Is this the...
Avalok?
Is this
You
the
know
elf that was, like,
Yes.
traveling
An elf.
with her?
And hell. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
The Isle of Mists. But it's not. She's not safe. The hunt.
Dwarves magic, okay. What does the hunt
The
want?
hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Probably kill her or something.
Blood. Elder blood. To open the gate.
That was pretty
cannot.
obvious that that's what they wanted, right?
We cannot allow this.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Kind of close to the end of the game, right?
And nowhere.
Everywhere, nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren.
Ooh. Is like have some of the knowledge.
In Skellige. Follow it into the mists.
Just have to hold it
Hurry.
my whole way.
Hurry. I tried to protect her,
Firefly.
but the curse. The hunt has not found the Isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time.
Oh, so quiet.
They
Enough,
You dying?
Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't. No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but
The trial has wrought havoc in his body.
Yeah.
Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light, Seen it many times before. Too many.
Toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through, do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avallac'h? What's Ciri been doing with him?
He's been
Yennefer
keeping her
can tell you. Just keep an eye
protecting
on him.
her.
He's not a friend.
Perhaps not.
Oh.
Ciri apparently trusted him. We
Not
should
a
at
friend,
least
but I
take
thought
his
she's been-
words seriously. You heard what he said.
Why has he been
Take
protecting
Ciri
her?
from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
Be waiting? Yeah, what do you suggest?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble.
That's
She
true.
won't get a second chance.
Have you seen anything we have to
the
fight?
hunted became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle.
Do we have a choice?
Oh dang, if I
Besides
didn't kill
delaying
Kira
the
Metzna, at least
inevitable?
she would have been
Pretty
here.
boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies.
You find
everyone
fighting with
here.
Triss?
Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avallac'h to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was
Can I
on my
set
way.
traps and
Good
stuff?
luck,
I don't
Wolf,
know.
And give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
We're near the end of the game, right? This feels end gamey, you know? Talk to friends. That mean, well, that's a lot of places, right? Like, just a general talk to friends. 65%. I thought it would be more than that. Okay, so let's see. What is it? The quest? Where are friends? Just everywhere? Oh, how many side quests I've done? I've done a decent amount. There are a lot of secondary quests I didn't do near the end here. And mainly the Skellige ones. But everywhere else I was pretty good about it. But what about Yeah, I know I can't get Kira. She's dead. I killed her. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's all these different ones. All right. Okay. Could I technically finish, like, there's the one in Skellige. Should I finish a bunch of these secondary quests before I do the Brother of Arms one? I guess I should probably... Oh no, there's only one person in Nilfgaard? I'll do that. Yeah. That makes sense. Wait, what? How did that happen? I didn't even go to Velen. How did I already... Oh, because the guy died. That's why. Okay. The Baron and Kira. Oh, is Baron in Velen too? I don't know where anyone is. That's understandable. I killed Kira. So, but I think we'll probably end stream now just because it's a good little end, even though we're ending a little earlier than usual. Not like 30 minutes before I would have, but it's just more that I mean, just don't want to be starting all these things. I'd rather do them all in one stream, you know? This is a good, like, point, you know? You know what I mean? And then we will go again. Do the good things. Let's see here. I know I probably just saved, but... Saving it again? Baron either leaves or dies. Doesn't... Oh, he never stays. He's never an ally. Alrighty. Bye. Alrighty. Oops. It was a good, even though we were pretty much only in that one area this time in Kaer Morhen, that was a good little part of this, you know, of it all. We're gonna find someone to do a little hosty toasty. Also, if you can hear people talking in the background, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can, but the people in the garage, so. Hear my dad, and my dad's talking loud. No, Hunter! I'm so sorry. I just did the whole Kaer Morhen thing, so I'm like, this is a good stopping point because not much I'm gonna probably get done in, you know, like 30-ish minutes probably, and I'd rather do all of the Brothers in Arms kind of thing in one. But do the secondary quest, like, are there certain main secondary quests? Because I did like the main Skellige, like, quests, you know, where I like the thing with the royalty stuff. What sort of game are we feeling? I don't know. Let's see who I've got here, my friends that are streaming here. Ooh, Storm. Ooh, It Takes Two. What's that? Room looks amazing. Thank you. This is my craft room / office. Also, okay, this game, It Takes Two, looks cute as hell. Excuse me? I don't know what it is, but I want to watch it. So we're gonna watch It Takes Two. Oh, okay, if someone's crowned royalty of Skellige, then you're good. Cool. Because that's what I figured. I was like, I would doubt that all of the like tiny little secondary quests mattered. Also, you know how you can get here earlier next time in the stream? Oh, thank you very much, Hunter Windmill. I put the I that was in Windmill into the Hunter. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. But yeah. Here we're gonna do a little raid. We out here. Hinter Windmill, which is basically what my brain was about to do. Here is the raid message. If y'all are not subscribed, then this is your last chance to do at least this stream. If you're not subscribed and you don't have our cute little emote here, then use whatever emote you've got that expresses happiness, joy, all the fun goodness, you know. Use that emote. And if you would like to follow me on any of the other things in life, got Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, kind of my main YouTube channel has nothing on it except for videos that I'm featured in, but then my gaming YouTube channel is just all my stuff from here, all my old VODs. So follow and do all the good things. I'll be streaming again on Thursday, same time, which is 3 p.m. to somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So it's usually around 3 to 4 hour stream. So also you can join in on the Discord where I sometimes do watch parties. I was trying to do them on Sunday nights, but then I feel like sometimes it's just like I just decide to feel like watching something. I'm like, by the way, I'm here. But yeah, so we're gonna go watch The Sleepiest, which is a wonderful artist and everything. Watch or play It Takes Two. So I'll see you guys